If you want to create a retro comic book look, a newspaper-style print effect, or just give your digital art a bold halftone finish in Krita, this tutorial is for you. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how to halftone in Krita step by step, using a non-destructive method so your original artwork stays safe. And if you find this helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy Krita tutorials. Alright, let's jump right in. First, open your artwork in Krita and go to the Layers panel. Select the layer or layer group that contains the shaded art you want to transform. This is important because the halftone effect will be applied to whatever layer is selected, so make sure you choose the right one before moving forward. Now, instead of applying a permanent filter directly to the image, we're going to do this the safe way. Right-click on the layer, then choose Add Filter Mask. This lets you apply the effect non-destructively, which means you can always change or remove it later without damaging the original artwork. After that, look for the artistic section and select halftone. Once you apply it, Krita will open the halftone configuration window. At the top of the settings, find the mode drop-down menu. This is where you decide what kind of halftone result you want. If you want a classic black and white retro newspaper style, choose intensity. This mode is perfect when you want simple contrast and a clean print look. If you want a more colorful comic book effect with overlapping primary colors, choose independent channels. That option gives you a more stylized, subset, layered halftone appearance that works really well for pop art and comic designs. Next, let's adjust the size of the pattern. Go to the Screen Generator tab, then open the Transform sub-tab. Here you'll see sizing and scaling controls that affect how the dots appear across your artwork. One useful trick is to change the unit from inches to pixels. That makes it much easier to control the effect precisely for digital art. After that, lower the resolution value if you want the dots to become larger and more obvious. A lower resolution usually gives you a stronger, more dramatic halftone style, while a higher resolution creates smaller, tighter dots. Now let's talk about the shape of the pattern. Go to the Screen Tone Type sub-tab, where you can choose the look of the cells used in the halftone effect. You can switch between dots, ellipses, diamonds, or square grids depending on the style you want. Dots are the most common and give you that classic comic or newspaper feel. Ellipses can add a more stylized look, while diamonds and square grids can create a more graphic, modern, or experimental design. This part is all about choosing the aesthetic that fits your artwork. As you tweak the settings, keep an eye on the preview so you can see how each change affects the final look. If your dots are too small, lower the resolution a little more. If the effect looks too busy, try changing the cell shape or switching the mode. The best part about using a filter mask is that nothing is permanent, so you can keep fine-tuning until the halftone effect looks exactly right. Once you're happy with the result, you're basically done. You now know how to halftone in Krita using a flexible, non-destructive workflow. This is a great technique for posters, comic art, retro illustrations, zines, stylized portraits, and even experimental digital artwork. It's one of those effects that can instantly make your piece feel more designed and more professional. If this tutorial helped you out, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Krita tip. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.